So I found one of my watermelons and it had been eaten by something. Like something had burrowed through and eaten out the insides. Like a chicken or something that got out. But it was all red, so I went ahead and harvested one. And they were very small, but they're done. So I'm gonna go get the watermelons. Good morning. So the sun is just now coming up. I was waiting for it since 4:30, and so the chickens are still inside of their coops. I just have to get food and water for them before I let them out, so that I'm not tripping over them whenever they come out looking for food. Just the morning chore. Feed and water the chickens, let them out, and then go get the bunnies. I'm dragging the hose right now behind me. But there's fog over the field. It's pretty. Got their food already, I've just got to pour it in their containers. Looks like I need to clean it. It's getting some algae in it. The water from our old house, it had so many chemicals and stuff in it. I'm sure if you watched my videos from the beginning, you know I had a little small jar or little bottle of water on the windowsill. Typically water that sits in the light will grow algae. Sat there for a couple of years and didn't grow anything. So the water here growing algae really makes me happy. Because maybe there aren't so many chemicals in it, because we're still on city water. We were going to have a well dug first thing, but I noticed that the water didn't taste like chemicals when I drank it. So I thought, well, that'll be alright to keep it for a while. But if the world were to end today, we would have to dig our own well. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. All that is food on the dirt. It's all ground up finally. Once they do that, they don't eat it anymore. But they always take their fooders apart. I went and gathered some logs yesterday and just kind of put them around for them to, I stepped on this and broke it last night in the dark putting them away. But they like to perch on stuff, so gave them something to perch on. Chickens sure know how to make everything gross. Even with all the things that I give them from the garden, they're still going through their food pretty quickly. We went and bought 4 bags a few days ago, and I'm already on, this is the last of the next to last bag. I don't know if you can hear them cheeping. They're ready to come out. But the reason I'm filming all this morning is because I talked in a previous video about how funny it is watching them fly out of their coop. So here we go. What's it hung on? Got some scragglers. There's my helper. That sheet of tin is one of the things I put on top of my rabbit cages when I bring them outside so they're not in the sun. Good morning! Last night when I put them away, there were 3 or 4 still out because I hadn't put the ramps up. But the rest flew into the coops. So, because these guys are so gross, and I never know if they have salmonella or any other whatever in them, anytime I do anything with the chickens, I wash my hands before I do anything with anyone else with soap, because coccidiosis and salmonella can be transferred to your other animals, and nobody wants that. So now I'm going to go in and wash my hands and deal with the bunnies. Ricky is making spaghetti sauce with tomatoes that he got from the Amish. He's asked me to stir it periodically when I remember all day. So I've stirred it twice. Chickens keep getting out. I ripped up the yellow squash because they were just invaded with some kind of bug and they were dying anyway. They were spent, so I threw all that bug-infested mess in with the chickens. They didn't know what to think of it. But all the bunnies are all Nachier, and all the babies are in the tractor together because she's the only one that's nice to all of them. I just come out here occasionally and catch chickens and throw them back over the fence. The fence is just a suggestion at this point. I tried to plant a tree from my property in there, and it's not happy, but it's not dead yet either. It was yesterday. Hey chicken, you're supposed to be in your fence. Those guys actually, they act a lot better when I approach them. They bite me, but the other chickens will run. Nope, it's time to go back in. The other ones though, they run from me. Won't even let me get close. But those black spotted ones. Come here, chicken! Those black spotted ones, let me grab them. I just have to approach them slowly. Ricky mowed some of the grass and filled up my cart, and that's all grass clippings. They've been digging through it, finding treasures. It's also adding nutrition to this area. In a few years, I guess I can move my garden over here. It'll be all nice and pooped up and eaten up. But the moment I planted that tree over there, they, like 12 of them, went and stood beneath it, even though it's not producing much shade. But I think that's hideous, and I'd rather have a tree or two planted in here for shade than that.